Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at all the new products available to pre-order for Warhammer this coming Saturday. We didn't see many products in last week's preview, but they're certainly making up for it now, as there's going to be 22 new items available to pre-order this week. There's going to be lots of Age of Sigmar, lots of Necromunda, loads of books too. So let's get started with the first product, which is the General's Handbook for Age of Sigmar. This kicks off the new season for Age of Sigmar and is going to include pitched battle profiles for every unit in the game. The pitched battles are all centred around the splintered land of Gallet. This comes with the ringed binder, which is really great for when you're playing the game, so you can reference things nice and easily. Next, you've got the Sylvaneth Battle Tome, and there's two versions. You've got the regular hardback or the special edition. This is going to be a limited edition Battle Tome with that soft touch cover, gold lettering, gilt edges, and the ribbon page marker. My favourite product in this week's preview are the Gossamid Archers. I think these are awesome. We saw these during the preview online a little while ago, and now they're available separately, which is really great. They were included in that set for Age of Sigmar that came out a few weeks ago as well, but now you can buy them on their own. So this is really great. I think these are going to work really well in Warcry and complement a Warcry warband for the Sylvaneth. So really nice to have something that can fly around the battlefield a little bit more. You can also pre-order the Spite Rider Lancers, so these are really nice as well. So interesting to see how these will fit in with Warcry. They might be a bit higher in the points department, but still pretty good and a bit powerful as well. The toughness should be high with the shield as well. So I'm really looking forward to getting the Warcry fighter cards for these, and hopefully we'll get them soon, maybe in White Dwarf magazine or something like that. The Skaven are also getting their Battle Tome, and again you can get it in the two versions, the regular hardback and the limited edition soft touch cover. Then there's War Scroll cards for Sylvaneth, Skaven and Daughters of Kane. So these are really handy to save you going in and out of the book. Having those cards to hand is really helpful when you're playing the game. This is going to include all the rules for your different units, including endless spells, faction terrain pieces and things like that. You're also going to get tokens for tracking all of the abilities with these too. Then there's the dice sets, and these are going to be for the Sylvaneth and the Skaven. With the exception of the Horus Heresy dice, I don't think Games Workshop have been putting out some decent dice for a while now. These just aren't good at all. I really don't like them. So yeah, do you like them? Let me know in the comments below. Would you buy either of these? I think the Skaven dice having the green dots on the green back is not going to be very clear when you're rolling lots of dice. And yeah, I just don't like the designs they're going with at the moment. We've got some potentially good Vanguard sets this week though. That one they did for the Fire Slayers wasn't so great. Probably the most boring one out of all that we've seen so far, but these could be quite good, nice variety. And this one that we're starting with here, the Daughters of Kane, this is going to give you 5 Bloodstalkers, 5 Doomfire Warlocks, 10 Witch Elves, a Melassai Iron Scale, and so you've got a nice variety there. Again, for Warcry, this is really good. I think this could work out nicely, having those different options. Definitely some potential here for Warcry. Next up, we've got the Skaven Vanguard set. Now, this is going to have a Grey Seer leading them. Really great model. I've always liked this one. Fantastic. And then there's going to be 20 Clan Rats, 3 Storm Fiends, and then you're also going to get a Warp Lightning Cannon. So some nice variety. Again, for Warcry, this one maybe not so good. It's very similar to the box set that they actually put out for Warcry, but with that cannon, you'd have to come up with some special rules for that to make it fit in. Otherwise, I don't think this is going to be the best way to go for Warcry. You'd probably be better off getting some separate sets and really picking the models you want the most. There's a third Vanguard box for Nighthaunt this time, and this is going to include 20 Chain Rasps, 10 Grimgust Reapers, 3 Spirit Hosts, and a Knight of Shrouds. I really like the 3 Spirit Hosts. I like that Knight of Shrouds, but the rest we've seen quite a lot now. So would it be nice if they included some of those other models, maybe the ones with the crossbows, the new ones? That would have been a good addition to this. But for Warcry, I think you're going to get a lot of models here, and you're potentially not going to use many of them. So again, I think for these, you could certainly pick some of these up cheap on eBay from the ones that are included in the Mortal Realms magazine. So I think you could get some good deals and just pick out the numbers and the units you actually need. Now we're going to see lots of individual miniatures here. The first one is the Auric Flamekeeper. This is the first time it's available on its own, so this was included in one of the previous sets. You're also going to be able to get the Acalian Thrallmaster. That was also in the same set as the Flamekeeper, so these are going to be available individually now. As is the High Gladiatrix, so you can get her separately too. And so this is really good because this might have been a draw to get the box set that she was in and this Scriptor Mortis. This is one of my favourite models for the Nighthaunt. I think they've done a really good job with this one. Lots going on, lots of character. Yeah, awesome model. There we go, that's lots for Age of Sigmar. Now we've got one product for Warhammer 40,000, and this week it's the chapter approved Warzone Nephilim. This is the Grand Tournament Mission Pack. I'm going to be really interested to see some reviews on this, as it features critical updates to command point generation, and I'm finding as the playing the Astra Militarum more and more, I need those command points, so hopefully it doesn't nerf them too much. But it also includes secondary objectives, warlord traits, and relics. As it tells us in the article, this mission pack is for people wanting to play the matched play game. So whether you're doing a tournament or you want to keep playing as match play in your club, then I think this is going to be important to get hold of. It's also going to include some new missions for Incursion and Strike Force games, and a collection of every secondary objective available to all the factions across Warhammer 40,000. Now we're on to Necromunda, and there's loads of products for Necromunda to look at, starting with the Book of the Outlands. This is going to include the full rules for Ash Waste Nomad gangs, and it's going to include the Ironhead Squat Prospectors in there. So if you're looking to get hold of those models, keep watching because they're coming up too. Now this is going to be available as a hardback and an EPUB book as well. Next, we've got the Cargo 8 Ridge Hauler, and it looks like they're splitting this up now, so you can just get this as one set and then get all the trailers as separate sets. They're not giving too much information away in the article, so looking at this image, it looks like you are going to get the two gunners included, the one at the front as well with the gun and those crates and one barrel. But there is a separate set for the Cargo 8 Ridge Hauler gunner frames, and these are going to include 4 heavy stubber assemblies that you can mount on the Ridge Hauler and the trailers, and you can build these with the hatches open or closed, and if you have the open one you can have the gunner in there as well. And then here's the trailer, so you can get hold of these separately. So you could have this as long as you wanted to, or short, so you've got lots of options there. Be interesting to see the prices. Hopefully I'll be able to find out tomorrow and do a little video about that, because I am interested to see how much all these are going to cost. And if you want to put together maybe 2 or 3 trailers, that's a few sets. So it could be quite pricey, but let's wait and see. Next up are the Ironhead Squat Prospectors. So these are pretty different to the gangs that you can already get for Necromunda, and some nice designs here. Be interesting to see how these could be used for 40k though, but if you're into Necromunda and you like the look of these and want some squats, then this is great news for you. Next, there are some Ironhead Squat Prospectors and House Orlok Gang Tactics cards. It doesn't say how many cards are included in each box, but they do look pretty thin, so I don't think you get an awful lot in these. But, you know, if you want to get hold of those cards, again, it's nice to have these kind of things when you're playing the games, because it does make it a lot easier, so you don't have to go flicking back and forth to the book. We're still going, there's loads more to look at, and here we've got the Vespa Minx Modena, and then the Orlok Bounty Hunter on this vehicle. So this high-speed vehicle is another addition, very similar to the ones we've seen, but you've got these unique characters. So if you wanted something a little bit different for your Orlok gang, this could be it. But if the Nomads are more your thing, then you can get this Buttari Stormcaller. So this was another nice model that we previewed. Some fantastic models recently for Necromunda, and this is one of them. Great looking model, and so this could be one to add to your Ash Waste Nomad gang. Now let's have a look at the Black Library books, and the first one is Dark Imperium Plague War by Guy Haley, and it looks like this one's going to be available in paperback. Here's another book by Guy Haley, this time it's Prince Mesa, and this is available in hardback, ebook and MP3 audiobook editions. Then there's Sabot War by Dan Abner, and this is a Sabot Worlds anthology, and this is going to be available as a paperback and MP3 audiobook. You've got The Fall of Altdorf by Chris Raitt, and this is going to be available for the first time as an MP3 audiobook. Then there's Krieg, the German edition, written by Steve Lyons, and this is going to be available in the German language paperbook edition for the first time. And that's the final book from the Black Library. That just leaves Warhammer Plus from Wednesday the 15th of June. You'll get Lawmaster's Imperial Fist Legion, a new episode of The Interrogator, that'll be episode 4, a masterclass on how to paint the Sons of Horus Praetor, and some new additions to the Vault. There we go, that's all 28 new items available to pre-order this coming Saturday, so loads to choose from here. I'd love to know what your favourite was from this list. Let me know in the description down below. For me, it was those Sylvaneth Gossamid Archers. I think they're fantastic and they'll make a great addition for Warcrime. But that's it. So for now, thanks so much for watching. Please like if you liked it, subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters who make these daily videos possible, and if you're interested in joining the community, it'd be awesome to see you there, and I'll put a link for that in the description down below.